Hello grade 6, how are you today? I hope you are fine. We are going to study ordering and comparing integers. In the beginning, you had studied before the set of natural numbers, and you had studied that if a number p lies to the right of a number a, then p is greater than a, and it's written as p is more than a. And if we have a number a lies to the left of a number b, then a is less than p, and it's written as a is less than p. The same property is also available in the set of integers. If we have the line numbers, we have the middle point is 0, and we have to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. We have to the left -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. If we have a point P, if we have a number P lies to the right of a number A, then P is greater than A. Then P is greater than A, and it's written as P is more than A. And if we have a number A lies to the left of a number B, so A is less than P, and it's written as A is less than P. So the same property is also available in the set of integers. And you had studied in our last lesson that the distance between each two numbers on the line numbers are equals. The distance between 0 and 1 equals the distance between 0 and -1, equals the distance between 1 and 2, equals the distance between -1 and -2. So now we did choose that the set of natural numbers and the set of integers are both arranged. So if we represent the set of integers on the line numbers, we have the middle point O is 0. And in the right we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And we have in the left -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. So the set of integers are arranged. So now we have the ascending order and descending order. If we move from left to right, this is ascending order. And if we move from right to left, this is descending order. So if we arrange -5 less than -4 less than -3 less than -2 less than -1, so this is ascending order. Because we arrange from smallest number to the greatest number. And if we have 5 is more than 4 more than 3 more than 2 more than 1, this is descending order. Because we arrange the numbers from the greatest to the smallest. Example number 1, arrange the following numbers in an ascending order. Arrange the following numbers in an ascending order. We have -1, 3, -5, and 7. So if we need to arrange these numbers in an ascending order, we start with negative numbers. We have -1 and -5, and the smallest number here is -5. So we have -5 small less than -1 less than 3 less than 7. So the ascending order is -5 less than -1 less than 3 less than 7. Example number 2, put the correct sign more than, less than, equal. Letter A, negative 7 is what? Negative 9. Negative 7 is what? Negative 9. Negative 7 is more than negative 9 because negative 7 is located to the right of the number negative 9 on the line numbers. Letter B, 3 is what? Negative 13. 3 is what? Negative 13. 3 is more than negative 13 because 3 is a positive number and negative 13 is a negative number. And positive numbers are more than negative numbers. Letter C, the absolute value of negative 11. The absolute value of negative 11 is what? 11 is equal 11. Why? Because the absolute value of negative 11 is equal 11 and 11 equal 11. So 11 equal 11. So the absolute value of negative 11 is equal 11. Letter E, negative 7 is what? Negative, the absolute value of negative 5. Negative 7, we have negative 7 and negative absolute value of negative 5. Absolute value of negative 5 is equal 5. So we have here negative 5 and we have here negative 7. So negative 5 is more than negative 7, so negative 7 is less than negative 5 because negative 5 is located to the right of the number negative 7. Letter E, and negative 4 is what? 0. Negative 4 is what? 0. Negative 4 is less than 0. Letter F, 13 is what? 103. 13 is what? 103. Now guess the answer. Yes, 13 is less than 103. Example number 3. Write the previous integer and the next integer for each of the following integers. Letter A, negative 7. Negative 7, if we represent negative 7 on the line numbers, we have the previous integer would be negative 8 and the next integer of negative 7 would be negative 6. Negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, and negative 5, and negative 4, and so on. So the previous integer will be negative 8 and the next integer will be negative 6. Letter C, 15. 15, the previous integer would be, yes, the previous integer of 15 would be 14. Excellent. And the next integer will be 16. Excellent. Negative 23, the previous integer of negative 23 would be negative 24. Good. And the next integer would be, negative 22. 0, the previous integer of 0, negative 1, and the next integer would be 1. Number 4, we need to put these sets in listing method. Number 1, the set x equals x for x belong to z and x is less than negative 3. So the set X is all the elements that is less than negative 3. So the set X equals, we open bracket, we have negative 3, but negative 3 doesn't belong to the set X. Negative 3, so we have negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, and so on. And we close the bracket. Number 2, the set X equals X for X belong to Z, and X is less than negative 2. So the set X is all the elements that is less than negative 2. So the set X equals negative 3 and negative 4 and negative 5 and so on. We close the bracket. Number 3, the set X equals X for X belong to Z, and X is less than 5 and more than or equal negative 1. So now the set X is all the elements that between negative 1 and 5. Negative 1 belong to the set, but 5 doesn't belong to the set. So the set X, we open bracket, we have negative 1, because negative 1 belong to the set, and 0, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and we close the bracket, because 5 doesn't belong to the set. Number 4, the set X equals X for X belong to Z, and X is less than 0 and more than negative 5. So less than 0 and more than negative 5. So the set X is all the elements that's between. So the set X is all the elements that is between negative 5 and 0. But negative 5 doesn't belong, and 0 doesn't belong, because less than and not less than or equal, and more than but not more than or equal. So we have the set X equals, we open bracket, we have negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1, and we close the bracket.